Sup my dudes, Valkyrja, and today it's that time of week again where we are going to spin the wheel, see what team we get, and try to take it through whatever sim U we get blasted with. Hopefully it's a good team. You guys can see the wheel. I did make one change. I added Japard to it because I felt like even though Japard isn't built up, even though he isn't level 80, it's unfair to not include him because he is in my roster and this whole wheel is meant to test my entire roster. So let's go ahead, let's spin 4 and see what we are getting this week and see how we're testing our account and how we're testing everything. Is that a Pela right away? I think Pela is actually pretty nice. So obviously Pela is really good. This is really good if we can get some form of damage, but we also do want some form of sustain because like I said before, it's going to be really rough. Oh, there's one other change that I am making too, is I've decided to ban Abundance as a path that I can take through SimU because Abundance is just way too powerful all on its own. It can carry some really bad team and it just kind of nullifies the challenge altogether. So let's go ahead. Arlon? Oh, is it going to Asta? I can't tell. Asta plus Pela. That's actually really good. Okay, so we have a really functional team so far. I actually have Asta very well built, so this is going to be pretty interesting. But we need some form of damage and some form of sustain, so... Welt... Oh, thank God we have our damage. Okay, we have our damage in Welt. I love my Welt. Welt is giga strong. You guys know how I feel about Welt. I think Welt alone is probably going to be why we win this, but it's all a matter of what we get for this fourth one. This fourth one's huge. We really need some form of sustain, or I don't know how far this challenge is going to get us. But having Asta and Welt alone is very massive. Hook? Okay, we're on Hook as the last one. This is the team of all time. Absolutely no abundance, no sustain. We're just praying on this is going to be a painful challenge. I think we go Remembrance and try to cheese. So next up is the actual world we're picking. We got free pick last time. I don't see it happening again, so we're going to be forced in some world. I pray it's good. I hope it's good. You guys can see the wheel on the right and how I make this, but World 5. Oh man, I don't even know which one that is, but so we're taking the team of Pela, Asta, Welt, Hook into World 5. This is going to be rough. Alright, so Welt, I genuinely don't need to set up, but for Pela, I'm actually like debating doing something pretty interesting because I do want her to go often. If you guys hear noises in the background, it's a dog, so I apologize for that, but I do want her to go often. So what I'm thinking of is actually slapping this onto her and seeing where we go from that. Asta, I just have to give her some stuff. We're not going to give her Planetary Rendezvous. We're actually going to swap her with DDD that I threw on Tingyung the other day. It's only level 50, but it won't really matter because, like I said, the whole goal is to just kind of not let them play, simply because we need to make sure that we can go fast. So that's kind of it. We're going to swap this out with that. And the attack isn't built, but it doesn't matter, so that's fine. And then we're also going to go ahead and take this from Bronya as well. We're going to take Bronya's goodies, simply because they're going to be really good for us. So we're going to have this on Asta. Like, I already knew that the build I wanted to go for Asta. Welt's already ready to go. Hook, I actually am going to not... I don't know what to do with Hook yet. I'll probably put Giga Dance stuff on her and look for some fire planar sphere, I think. That's probably going to be it. And then Pela, I think I'm going to equally put... probably just another win set, or I'll probably put Kafka's relics on Pela just because once again I want her to go often, and I'm going to do my best to actually have Pela constantly freeze them. So I'm thinking of actually putting Eyes of Prey on Pela because while I do think When the Tutorial Begins would be a better option, or even this one would be really good. I think, well, the Tutorial Begins would be the better option. I think the effect hit rate is going to be pretty massive, and I want to make sure to keep that up because defense reduction is going to be one of the main ways I do damage in this setup. So it's definitely going to be something there, but I'm going to just rip everything from Kafka. Just run her on win set 2, and hopefully it's enough for her to actually contribute some type of damage because the damage on this whole squad is just going to be very much so lacking. There's not much I can do about that. It's just the way it's going to be. Now, the only thing is for this. I'm thinking... I don't think I have this on Yangqing I could actually put on for some ice damage boost, but I'd rather have attack. Like, just attack straight up. But I think Sprightly Von Whack just might be the play. Welt has his attack, but Welt's going to be the big source of our damage, so I don't think that's going to be pretty... I don't think it's going to be good to steal it from Welt, so I'll probably just have to throw this on, and then just look for energy regeneration Sprightly Von Whack. Yeah, it's kind of where I'm going to have to be. If anything, I could just throw Kafka's stuff on. Just run an ER rope, and do I just have a random attack piece? Like, I don't think I do. I don't think I run a 2-piece on this. I think I run... No, even with a ER rope. Yeah. I think I do run the ER rope. I think ER is going to be the way to go. Here we have this on Asta. Asta is going to be very important to have Sprightly Von Whack on. I think I just go rip this off Silverwolf just to get the attack, so I can have some ice damage. Let me go ahead and enhance it, because I do plan on using this piece anyways. So just get something going. We got some attack that's pretty good, some crit damage. Really, really good. And then for Hook, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to take Gigadan's relics and just slap them on Hook, and hopefully that's enough for Hook to actually contribute and very meaningful ways to the team. So let's just go ahead, rip everything off Gigadan here. We're just going to do this. Everything that says Gigadan, we're just going to steal, except for this. Now, here's where the issue lies, is I genuinely do not have any, and I do mean any, fire damage ready to go. I have this one that is currently on Dan Heng, and I think I'm going to have to take it. And I'm going to have to just run another random piece, just something to get stats on. Simply because I can do this for 2-piece inertial Sado, so I can increase the crit rate by 8%. Hopefully help her deal a little bit more damage, because she's not going to be doing a whole lot, and I'm going to do everything I can to try to help her out. So I think I'm going to do this, take Clar's Lightcomb, and I think this is the team. So we're looking at 3k attack Hook with 32 crit rate and 157 crit damage. Jesus. Okay, so hopefully she has enough to actually like pump out damage. We're going to be running Remembrance, and we are going to World 5. Hopefully on World 5 we can actually accomplish something. Because I do believe Remembrance is going to be the way to go. Just stall comp. Ooh, and it's against Kafka too. If she goes at all, we're just dead. We're just straight up dead. But we have lots of ways to stall and slow. We're gonna keep trying to make sure this just goes as long as possible. So here we have Welt, Pela, Asta, and Hook. We're gonna launch this. I'm really thinking Remembrance is the play. I gotta go Remembrance. I think Remembrance is just gonna be the way to go. Just stack the hell out of Remembrance buffs. Hopefully Dissonance is going to be the main way I do damage, where every time Dissonance procs, I'm able to deal or take a little bit of HP away, and just kind of go from there. This is really good to start. Increase movement speed and action forward by 10%. That's really nice. Here we're going to have to pretty much just use Welt entirely to do damage, so this is going to be very interesting on how this plays out. We're going to just use Asta's skill, try to get as many weakness breaks as possible. We're going to do normal here, and then with Welt, we're going to pop this just to do damage once again. And we're going to do another normal here to break with Hook. So we're just, once again, like I said, we're just trying to do damage, and this is going to take a while. I'm going to go ahead, let it fast forward like I did last week, because these episodes get very long. I'm going to let it fast forward until we get to an elite or some major event happens. So anyways, let's kick it off. Alright, we're up against our first elite. I don't know how it's going to go. We do have type weakness with Asta. I'm trying to remember what everybody's specials do. I don't know what Hooks does. Let me check real quick. I know we have type weakness with Asta, so we're definitely going to be using that. So we go ability, technique, immediately upon entering battle. Oh, immediately attacks the enemy. We don't want that. What about Pela? Does Pela attack the enemy too? Immediately attacks the enemy. Okay, so we just want to make sure that we get an attack in, basically. That's going to trigger weakness, so we can generate some sort of advantage before we start this, because I know we're going to need all the advantage we can actually get. We're going to do this. We're going to slow with the Welt. I probably should have done that first, to be honest. We're going to slow with Welt, and then we're going to hit with Pela. And then we're going to do this. And then we're going to hook the very center. Gonna make sure to hook them. Boop. Our little measly 16k, but hey, it's something, right? So we're gonna use our skill here to just apply the debuff. Gonna bop bop. Like I said, most of our damage is gonna be through Welt. Damn. Okay, Hook. You gotta remember, Hook's on level 1 traces, same as Welt. Asta and, I mean not Welt, same as Asta. Oh, not Asta, Pela. And level 1 traces is the same as Pela. Jesus. Those are really the only two that are built up on this squad. No, only Asta and Welt are built up on the squad. I'm trying to play and think at the same time. As you can see, it's not going very well. So I think I actually have this, because here we're going to do this. We're going to pop this, which is going to apply the defense down debuff again. And the reason that's going to matter is because we're going to do this, pop this, and this is where we're going to get a vast majority of our energy back from. So we're going to do this. We're going to go ahead, pop this, which then is going to allow us to pop this, and just giga speed, everybody come forward. I know I'm playing with fire here. I'm doing the best I can to, I'm just you know, staying alive. Doing the best I can here. So now we're going to do this. Freeze. It's going to push her back some more. And I think we're finally going to get got here. I think she's finally going to get a turn, and I just have to pray that nothing bad happens. They have been targeting her really bad. So here we're just going to do this. We're going to trade with Welt. We really want Welt to get a skill off, plus Welt has a bunch of stuff going for him. Hook has 4k HP. She's good. We can just do that, get some damage in. And then we're going to generate here. Do this again here. And then Welt again. We're going to pop this with Welt. Make sure to delay. Alright. So very big here. And now she's stunned. So I can actually do some shenanigans like this. Try to get as much damage as possible. I should probably just do it with Hook. Hook is doing a surprising amount of damage, to be honest. Alright, that's bad. It's probably the end of Pela. That's fine. We'll just revive her. We're going to do this. Bring everybody forward. And we're almost to Remembrance. We can't use any skill until we trigger our Remembrance. Now that we have this rocked, we can use our skills now. So we're going to use Hook. Then we're going to pop Hook's ultimate. Because like I said, we're trying to kill here. We're doing our absolute best to try to end it. I feel like I'll do more damage with this single target. Yeah. So we managed to get first elite down. We did. We managed to get the first elite down, but I don't think we're going to be able to push very much beyond that. This is when it's going to get hard. I think I'm going to go with this first just to trigger the freeze more often. Our dimension dice will be good because we get to pick more blessings. So yeah, that actually went a lot better than I thought it would at the very start. I thought it was going to be a lot more rough, but we actually managed to get through with basically only one person dying, which isn't that big of a deal because now we're going to buy a curio. I don't know what we're going to get curio-wise. Hopefully it's something good that we can use. This is okay, but I want this. This will be very good for trying to build up some sort of freeze strategy because that's basically our best bet. So anyways, back to it. Alright, so here we have an encounter, an occurrence. We're going to go against the Devil Lord. I don't know if I'll be able to beat this in time, to be honest. These are both kind of poopy. I don't want to risk the run on this, so I'm just going to pick one fight. I'm going to kind of chicken out. I'm going to go against just the one and see what I can actually accomplish with this. So here we're going to do this. We're going to shotgun Asta right away to get the big speed boost on the team. And then we're going to pop this as well to go ahead and get our damage up. Then we're going to pop Hook to go ahead and do more damage like that. Because Hook has actually been very surprising this whole time. I'm going to be real with you. I've been very impressed with Hook so far. Like, genuinely. So here we're just going to Asta, let RNG take its toll, do its job. We're just going to do a normal with Welt here, which is funny because you'd be like, Welt, isn't he supposed to do like the most damage? He does good damage as an ultimate, but then Hook does stuff like this, so we kind of want to use Hook. Hook's pretty good. So we're just going to do this, dead center, just normal here, then Asta. We're going to try to get her ult back as fast as possible. You can see nothing really big happens there. Once again, with Hook, we're just going to keep doing this. Keep hammering it at home. We're going to use Welt's skill because it's a good way to just whittle stuff down. And this is kind of how we're going to keep pushing. We're just going to keep whittling stuff down. We're going to do this to actually advance forward all of our actions. Give everybody a bunch of speed, advance everything forward, and kind of see where we go from there. Everybody is going to unfreeze and break out. Ooh, that's not good. And he got Welt. That's really not good. But we have freeze, so we're good to go. So we're going to do this. Just keep it pushing. Just another normal here. This ought to give us that. And we're going to make sure to keep applying fire. Lots of fire stacks. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to Welt ult again. This girl has to be tired of all the just abuse she's getting right now, right? I bet you she's just like, please, let me go. Please let me have a turn. I did end up getting a curio that made it so I heal every single time I ult. It was if you pay attention to the fast forwardness, you'll see it was during, it was a disability, and it just made it where it took a bunch of my HP whenever I did ult, so that was something. Good old 20k, nice. I just have to keep ulting, just have to keep freezing, just have to keep up, you know, the usuals. Welt's already kind of low. I'll be fine. Because I'm going to do this right after. Boop. Alright, and then we have Hook to do good damage. Hook actually, for being level 1 everything, Hook's actually doing really well. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, Hook's genuinely doing pretty good, right? So we're going to keep this pushing. We're going to do this now. Delay, freeze, delay, freeze. You guys see the strategy. This is kind of what the strategy was going into it. And now I'm just going to start letting Hook do the majority of the damage because Hook does so much damage. Like, I'm not even just saying that. Like, genuinely, she does. So we're going to do this. We're going to pop this because next up, I believe, is the elite fight. So we should be good to go. I do want to do this. I want to try to kill here with Welt and Asta. Yeah, I knew Welt would get it. So we're good to go on that front. We went ahead and got it, and now we claim our spoils, which is bad. But this is actually going to be pretty good to help keep us alive. That's a really good buff for survivability. And now I can just keep talking because we're going straight into the elite domain. So we're going to do this, and I think we actually hit with Welt too, because, yeah, Welt's the only one with weakness. So we are going to just pop everything right away. Then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, in that order. Okay. Very specific order to things because I want to make sure that I'm able to kind of proc everything. We're going to move that forward, then we're going to freeze, and then we're going to slow. Dude, this seems like such a fun strategy. The strategy is actually really boring. I'm not gonna lie to you. This strategy kind of sucks. I mean, it's a really strong strategy, and that's why I'm doing it because this strategy is really good. It's just very unfun because you just do this and then you kind of just hang on. You're just let's go. It's definitely a strategy of all time. So we're going to do this again. We almost have Welt's ult again. Because we have so much juice, we're going to do this. And then we're going to use her again. And then we're going to do this. And then we're going to Welt again, because Welt's a good source of our damage. And then we're going to Giga Slow them again. And we're going to wait for them to unfreeze. And then we're going to freeze them yet again. What a fun and exciting strategy. So now we freeze again. Boop, kills the one on the side, and then we go here with Welt. I'm so sorry, Mr. Horse. I'm so sorry. I'm really not sorry. I'm just saying that to, you know, make myself feel a little bit better. But he might actually have us here. Let's see if I can do some shenanigans to bring Welt forward. Never mind. Go back to being frozen, sir. You don't get a turn. Back to whittling this guy down. So we're going to go ahead and prop this just to get that defense down, because this guy's not going to go again for a minute. So then we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Just get that ice res reduction down. Do this. Welt's going to normal here. We're going to save Welt's ultimate until they go again. I want to try to get a lot of effectiveness out of it. If you stack it on itself, you don't get a ton of effectiveness, so I definitely want to try to get more. Alright, so now we're going to pop Welt's ult again. And we're going to try to freeze again on top of that. Just once again, just doing our best to just not let them play. So now we have Remembrance buff, and then we're going to poop, freeze, frozen. And then with Welt, and then we go here, then we go Asta, Pela. And then we're going to do this with Pela. We're going to try to freeze now by using our 6 enhanced basics. Our 6 attacks, I should say. It's when an enemy is attacked 6 times, they get frozen. That's one of the buffs we have going for us. So hopefully we get it here. Okay, that doesn't count. So he gets a turn off. That's the only turn you're going to get, sir. I'm just sorry. That's just the way it has to be. So he's already frozen again, which means all of his targets are kind of just deleted. And now we're going to start working on getting him down. So we're going to do this. We don't want to burn Asta's ult yet. Not just yet. We are definitely going to, just not yet. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to pop Asta's ult immediately after. And then we're going to just let it keep trucking. We're not going to use Remembrance yet, because like I said, we want to chain Remembrance to just make sure they don't get a turn. So we're going to let them prop off Remembrance, and then we're going to freeze them again. Because, you know, very fun, very fair mechanic. So, they actually are going to get a turn. That's actually pretty big. I mean, they're going to hit. We're going to save that to heal Hook up. Because Hook's about to get blasted or not. Actually, Hook's just fine. We're going to go ahead and burn it because Hook's perfectly fine. So we just want to do damage. I thought that they were going to come out of freeze and just like immediately frame 1 just nuke. And I'm like, oh, that's not going to be good. But instead, they're just fucked. I don't know another way to say it. But yeah, see, this is what I mean. I kind of saw this coming. I saw this down the line, and I was like, yeah, I can just let that be. So then we're just gonna just do more damage. Welt. We're gonna go ahead and do this. I probably should have waited a second. I kind of misplayed it here. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Simply because we're just stacking up the hits, and we have a chance to get that 6 hit going. And now we're going to shotgun this. Just bring everybody forward. Make everybody go really fast. Blop, blop, blop. Unfreeze. Freeze again. What fun. What fun, what fun. And then he's about to unfreeze. Freeze again. Let's see. I think he finally gets a turn. No, he doesn't. Yeah, he does. Maybe, potentially. Nope, he froze. He froze on the DOT. The DOT proccing counts as a hit. You're joking. This poor horse. I actually feel bad for it. We're just gonna do this. Just shotgun Hook's ult. Try to do enough damage to finish him off. Alright, so he gets a hit in. He gets a hit. I'm sure he's really happy with that. He's super sad. He's like, yes, I did something. Let's go ahead. Let's just shotgun Welt's. Oh, let's not risk anybody dying, because I don't want to spend the cosmic fragments to bring them back. So we're going to do this. And and I'm just worried about the one thing I don't know is if we're going to be able to actually just Giga Freeze Sphärog over and over on repeat. That's kind of concerning to me, but if we can, I can see this being a really like strong strategy. So this is the one I was looking for, is Disassociation. We didn't even have Disassociation yet. Let's go Robot Beauty, because we have a good run going, and I don't want to mess that up. So hopefully we do good here. So here we're just going to not interact at all. Yeah, because I'm going to want specific buff increases. So we're not going to interact at all, and we're just going to keep it pushing. And I'm just going to keep talking, because we're just going to try to go through like non-combat. Well, we do have a combat domain. It's going to take a minute. I'll fast forward through that. But let's go ahead. Let's see what the occurrence is. Ooh, okay. So we get to discard one that's already broken, like this one. Very good. Let's just go combat. I don't want to risk anything crazy by going to a domain or going to an encounter. An encounter could be potentially really bad. I don't want to really risk anything. So I'm just going to do that and then do this. And we're going to shotgun the ults because they're going to literally get them right back anyways. So let's move this forward. And everybody has Disassociation. That's just what I like to see. So then we're going to do this, and once again, we get our ult back immediately after this, so there's not really any point in going again. So we're going to do this, and then we're just going to normal, and Hook can do this. That's a whole lot of Disassociation on you, buddy. Bop, 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 bop. And hit you with that. Alright, so next we're gonna do this. We're trying to kill that other one that's right there to the right. Yeah. So now that he's dead, we're gonna pop this and kill them. And just make life easy on ourselves, because once again we don't want to take a lot of damage. So that's pretty good. I already have 2 buffs. I'll just reset one. Reset one, see what happens. Reset another, see what happens. This could actually be very big. So we're going to grab Reflection. This one could be very massive. I definitely want to consider that as part of the strategy, because once again, if Sphärog doesn't get frozen, we are in trouble. Not Sphärog, Kafka. If Kafka doesn't get frozen, I don't know why I said Sphärog. So if Kafka doesn't get frozen, we are in trouble. There's 100 blah, blah, blah. This is going to be really good for us, so we do want that. Infectious, good luck, based. This is going to be really good. Higher chance to freeze. I know there's one that I definitely want to get. Chance to resist frozen. I want that down, so this is going to be pretty massive. All in all, this was a pretty good run, all things considered. Now it just comes down to just this. Are we actually able to hold her off, or are we just going to be giga screwed? Time to find out. So now, shotgun this right away, and then we're going to do this, and then this, and then this. Alright, so what is Kaka weak to? She's weak to imaginary, wind, and physical, which is good because that means Welt is going to be able to try to delay her as much as possible. It's going to be very big for us. It's going to be very nice. We don't care about resist to ice damage, so we're just going to do this over and over. She did get frozen right away. That's really big. Like, genuinely, that's very big. So, what am I wanting to do here? I think I go ahead, because I don't want the Cloud Knights to actually get a turn. So I think I'm going to do this just to freeze the Cloud Knights to trigger Disassociation, so I can get the kills on the Cloud Knights themselves. And then start just doing big damage with Hook. So we do this, and then we do this. You can see the amount of damage starting to ramp up. We have this ready again already, so we're just going to use Hook and Welt to pretty much deliver all of our damage, and Welt to also whittle down her weakness bar. So here, Disassociation is going to proc. We're going to go ahead and... Do I want to proc it again is the thing. Let's just slow with Welt for now, see where that gets us. let's just kind of push her back and then push everybody forward using Asta and just see where everything gets us. Essentially, I want to see basically how this plays out. See if we can potentially freeze her by hitting her enough times before she gets a chance to actually go. Would be very helpful. Okay, there we go. That's what I was after. And then Welt is basically going to end the turn here. So here we're going to shotgun this before she gets a turn because I want to freeze her using the Remembrance buff because like I really don't want Kafka to go. I cannot stress that enough. That we really do not want Kafka to go. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna hit. That doesn't look good. Alright, so let's see. Maybe we get lucky with the DOT procs? Nope. This is very bad because half our team is going to be not happy for quite a minute. So we're gonna do this. As long as she didn't get Welt, I think we'll be good. The only one I'm kind of worried about is Hook because Hook genuinely hits pretty hard. So that could be a major issue further down the line. But for now, I think we're fine. Famous last words, right? Hey, all I gotta say, right? All I gotta say is if it comes out and she does just absolutely blast everybody, right? We're gonna do this to try to get her ult off before she just gets taken. Goodbye, Asta. Oh, we still have a chance. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Okay, Hook's not doing any damage. They're attacking each other. We're based. We're fine. I should have done this before she did that, thinking about it. I really should have, but I think I'm fine. So we're going to do this. I mean, she did get Welt, which is kind of monka-W, but I think as long as I can get enough procs in to kind of get her low, I think I'll be good. I want to do this actually to apply the burn. I did apply burn, right? Let me make sure. Vulnerable, frozen. I didn't apply burn. That's not good. So I can't use Hook skill. I mean, I could use Hook skill, but I shouldn't because once again, no burn. So we're gonna do this, and then we're going to do this just to guarantee we can resolve this. This is all gonna come down to Hook. This is gonna be something. Yeah, let's try to apply burn and then do this. They're all gonna attack each other. Dude, they're all attacking Hook. Leave her alone. Okay, so we have burn, so we can apply this, and then we can quickly do this to get disassociation, which does 30%. Which might actually kill. Oh, it's so close. They're actively not doing any damage to each other. That's kind of comical, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so the whole team's dominated. It's all down to just Hook. There's literally nothing I can do about what's happening. Alright, we have one back. We have a teammate back. Okay, so I think Welt unironically dies. No! I was trying to pop his ultimate before that happened. So I really, really need to freeze her. Just like that. And now I think she dies of disassociation. Holy, was that hard. Oh my god. I mean, this was a really annoying team. But that was really hard. You know what? I have a coin left. I don't have any coins left, I lied. But I have fuel left. I'm taking some for my... This is my reward. What do I get for all that effort? Absolute... Actually, that one's not bad. I was going to say doo-doo butter, but that one's actually decent. Just that set is terrible, so... Okay. Yeah, that was this. That was something else. I guess it goes to show you that you can beat this stuff with literally any team if you just kind of have a good general idea of what you're doing, what buffs to pick, how to combo buffs, and how different paths work and how they synergize with teams. Just to show you guys, I know I didn't go over the traces at the beginning, but look, she's 2, 3, 3, 12, or 2, 3, 3, 3. This is purely from Eidolons too, right? Yeah, I have her E6. So this is my Asta, once again, high Eidolons. This is my Welt, actually built, and then this is my Hook, also E6. So I think literally everybody was free to play, by the way. Not actually free to play. Anyways, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys like this series? Because I thought this team, I didn't think this would work. I'm going to be real. I thought I was doomed. I thought I wasn't going to make it. Especially once it saw a rolled world, was it 5 with Kafka? Kafka's very scared to go against if you don't have a cleanse, but just simply don't let her play 5-head. Anyways, thank you guys for watching as always. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys like this series, I'm going to try to keep doing it every weekend. Let me know if you like it, share it, all that stuff. Let me know. Any improvements, any suggestions you guys got, I'm more than willing to listen. I know some of you guys said, Valk, you should do Swarm with this mode. Swarm is on the wheel. I don't know if you guys saw, but I do put Swarm on the world wheel. It is a very small sliver, because if I ever roll Swarm, I'm probably going to lose. So I want to actually make the videos interesting, so we're just not rolling Swarm. Hopefully. It's on there, though. It is on there. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.